Good morning, and look, I'm actually on time. I know, even I can't believe it. The coffee is fresh, very, very fresh, because I just sat down, but we are here, so happy Friday from me, from Poe, and this cute little guy, little olive wood cat from Greece. Why not include him and make Poe continue to deal with his distrust of cats? So I did want to start. People have been reaching out. You may have seen the pictures. You can actually see the burrs right here on my arm. The 2 new spots that they found. If you're unfamiliar, I was diagnosed with Merkel cell carcinoma just before Thanksgiving last year. I've been fighting it for about 3 months. I am just starting round 3 of my treatment, and they had found 2 new spots. I got the news yesterday. The spots are the same as before, however, nothing underneath the surface. So good news, I should be good. They got this one off. Yes, it's bruised. Yes, it's sore. And then there's one, I'm not going to turn around, but there's one under my hair on the back of my neck. But they got it. They think they got it. So moving forward, happy that that seems to be going in the right direction. It's a little disconcerting that they did show up while I was on treatment, but at least it's better. It's not under the surface too, so moving forward, I just wanted to touch on that one because a bunch of you have reached out, and again, thank you so much for your concern, but I'm doing good. So moving to happier things. I've teased that I have a new project because, I have so much extra time and I'm not ever inviting a bunch of trouble by trying to create a million things I shouldn't be doing, taking up the precious little time I do have. You all know about the author happy hour that we started this month and will be again on Friday the 13th. I'm stupidly excited about it being Friday the 13th, 2 months in a row. But Esjitaj, who was with me, and of course Nell, our lovely alchemist with the cocktails, our mixologist. She will be joining us again. She's already coming up with something called like a zombie leprechaun or something. I don't even know. It might be a mojito. I don't know what it is, but she's having fun coming up with all sorts of crazy concoctions. So with the treatment, I once again will not be able to taste this loveliness, but we're getting closer. So that being said, that's one of the events for those that are local. This last weekend was the first author social. If you are a reader in town, if you are a writer, an aspiring writer, it's a kind of a networking thing. We don't always get the chance to just hang out, to get to know each other, to build our community, and to support each other without it being focused on critiquing or sales or learning. And this is just a chance to come and get together. And we actually ended up still learning inadvertently. One of the authors that showed up does Kickstarter and has had great success. So she's actually going to be going and talking to the Sin City Writers Group. I'm not sure exactly when. You would touch base with Sarah on that one, or somebody better connected. I'm a member, but I'm not in charge in any way. But they would be the ones to talk to. But Jenny Curtis, she writes, I believe it's J. Curtis. She would be the one to talk to, but she does really, really well with the Kickstarter. So I'm going to go. I'm going to take her class. I'm going to go and kind of learn the basics because it's something that I'm interested. I like having those tools in my tool bag. So that was very cool to get to learn and just to, get to know another author and to see what they write. I have one friend that writes decoder books and another friend that writes decoder books, and they're in the same kind of general age range. And so I'm hoping that they'll get to both come out at the same time and meet each other. It's just a chance for us to build our community, to get to meet and say hi, and for readers to meet authors and authors to meet other authors and authors to meet readers, and not have it be so focused on making sales of books or critiquing the next writing project. So it was fun, and we're looking forward to the next one. And then the last one, I say last, the current last one, the new one that I'm planning to do. Again, people here locally are aware of this a lot. And if you've seen the 1.5 million pictures that I'm always posting, I love to bake. I love to cook. I love to make new things. And there is several, I mean, this actually covers several genres, several authors, but there's definitely a major author focus. It's a whole series focus on books with recipes in them. So I thought it might be fun, and I'm starting with this one right here. Joanne Fluke, it says, I don't know if you can see that with the glare, but it says double fudge brownie murder. All of them are these little cozy mysteries. They're carrot cake murders, the blueberry pie murder, the chocolate chip cookie murder, double fudge brownie murder. And then at the end of the chapters, see if I can find one. So like this one says applesauce pudding. It's right in there. So what she does is, as she's writing the books, a recipe will come up, a dessert or a meal, some kind of food will pop up in the story, and it's just incorporated. They're just eating it, or they're delivering cookies from Hannah Swenson, that's the main character. Hannah's store the cookie jar, and they'll be trying out a new recipe, or they'll be delivering a special order, and they'll kind of work in what it is they're making. So I have decided it might be kind of fun to test these recipes out, to have some fun. So I'm gonna be putting up videos as I try these, making the different recipes, and then at some point I will actually be incorporating recipes that actually go along with my own books, because I also create my own recipes. And so I'm definitely excited to do the 7 Deadly Sins and something Salem related. I'll probably go a little crazy in October. That is sort of peak season for me with spooky season, but I am excited to be introducing that particular project. So also, if there are books that you love that have recipes, I know Under the Tuscan Sun has it. There's just one out of my brain. There's another one, but it's not just baking. Don't get me wrong, baking is definitely my heart. Baking is my focus, and if it's a cookie versus a salad, I'm definitely going to make the cookie, because basically I'm a 5-year-old. But if there are recipes from books you love, or books that you really enjoy that incorporate food, not Eat, Pray, Love, please, but please let me know. Send me those recommendations. I would love to be able to hear the book or read the book and then incorporate it, because I am going to read these books. I'm currently actually listening to that one, and I'm debating between the title recipe of the double fudge brownie, or they have these baked donuts that sound pretty tasty. So, and I do like donuts. So we'll see which ones actually end up becoming the official one that I make from this book. I might make a couple, who knows? But I would love to have your recommendations as well, not just for the recipes, but also for the books, because who knows, maybe there's a recipe in a book that stuck with you, and then I'll listen to that, and there's actually a different recipe that will resonate with me. And it'd be kind of fun to be able to give you credit and share whichever one was, I guess, the closest to my heart. So I will be sharing that as well, and hopefully you guys will be joining me and being able to share your recommendations and your favorite recipes, or recipes that you think might tie into the different books or connect in with reading in some way. All of those, just send me your recommendations. It's always fun to see what you guys send and share. The other thing that I did want to talk about, and it's not the most fun, but I believe very strongly, you guys know that I represent that the brand Find the Good, the sweatshirt that I wear sometimes. It says Find the Good, it's everywhere. I firmly believe that. I'm a big believer in mental health. The ring that I have on my middle finger here, right here, that is PTSD and suicide prevention awareness. It's the color for both. And it was given to me when I did do my bike ride. Believe it or not, a lot of my PTSD stuff stems back to an actual specific day. It's weird and it's unfortunate and it sucks to talk about, but I also think that it's important. So I have lost several friends in different years, in different ways. oddly enough, it sort of feels like a cursed day. It all has happened on February 28th, tomorrow. It also happens to be the day I was born. Please do not send a happy birthday. I do not celebrate tomorrow. I celebrate, and if you guys look on social media, you will see March 23rd. March 23rd is a happy day. It's a special day. It's the day that I created, I guess, the alter ego. So it is the day that I chose to really celebrate, because it's far enough away from the day that has given me nightmares for decades. Like, I'm not kidding. And some of them, yes, they're silly and they were little kid trauma, but when you've got something that happens like every single year, a friend of mine was killed by a drunk driver coming to see me to take me to dinner for my birthday. Is that the fault of the birthday? No, but it's another bad memory on that day. So a lot of people suffer, whether it's a birthday or an anniversary or an anniversary of losing a friend, whatever the case may be. I am a big proponent of mental health, and I think that, well, I've never been a fan of sitting in a therapist's office pouring my guts out and crying, or sitting in a group and doing group therapy, although I fully support both. I think both are fantastic and definitely have their benefits. That's not what's always helped me. And I did try. And I think that people should give all different options a try before you decide something is or isn't for you. But with tomorrow being not the greatest day for me, I'm happy to be saying that I will be out enjoying nature therapy. I will be taking in my favorite new trail, the one that I have been doing off and on all year, and will, I'm sure, be doing at least like once a month for the rest of the year, because I am so in love with it. But for those that are having a hard time, Valentine's Day is kind of a rough time for some people. Spring, the new beginnings, sometimes can be a little difficult, or just people who are struggling with the winter weather, and kind of, I know it can be kind of a downer for some people. So I want you to know that I see you, and I'm here if you need to talk. And, this isn't like a boo-hoo, feel bad for me thing. It's just recognize that if I happen to be a little distant over the next day, there is a reason. I will be taking myself out today to, it's not fully public. Those that are aware of some of the things that I was planning to do, I did them, and I'm still recovering from them, but I'm proud that it happened, and I will be sharing more details on that soon. We just have some things going on in the background that need to settle, but I will be rewarding myself / I guess embracing self-care, self-love later. That sounds kind of wrong, but I will be just doing nice things for myself today. And tomorrow I'll be out on the hike. So just know that if you're having a rough time right now with winter lasting longer, and with different holidays and things, all of them can be triggers. And there are those of us that understand, and we care, and we're here. So just kind of touching base, wanting to reach out, and like I said, not the happiest subject by far, but a good one to make sure that people are aware of, that there are people here for you, that there are people that care. I am one of them. I do care. And so, it's not just a color on the ring. If you need somebody, if you need a friend, please reach out. For everybody else, I hope you guys are having an absolute blast. And next week should be calmer, I hope. This past weekend was pretty crazy, and then I will be out hiking actually both tomorrow and Sunday, so I'm excited about that, and just sort of having peace time. So I think it's important to find your peace, to find your happy. I've got Olive to keep me company while I'm working, and of course Poe. I don't know if you can see that, he's got one of the charm bracelets on that's from one of our lovely brands, just like the necklace, and then of course my pearl bracelet that I'm wearing today. So they've got us all decked out today. But again, a huge thank you to them for making us feel special and making us feel all cool and decorated. And to everybody that's having a hard time, chin up. I know it's hard, but it is worth it. Keep fighting. To everybody having a great time, I hope that continues. And we will see you next week when I will, hopefully, I'll be done with the book, so I will have the new recipe coming out and getting ready. And with any luck, we will be getting started on baking. So send those recommendations. I can't wait to see. Oh, hey, Melanie. Sorry, just noticed that you popped up that you were watching. Good to see you. But yeah, send your recipes, especially book-related recipes. It can even be a drink. If it is a cocktail, I will be handing it to Nell. We'll probably feature it on Author Happy Hour. But if it's a recipe, especially a baking one, you know, me and my cupcakes and my brownies and my cookies, send them over. I can't wait to try them. I'm sure Joanne Fluke will probably be the basis to start, just because I do know her work. I am familiar with her baking stuff. But I can't wait to try some of the other recipes. Definitely Under the Tuscan Sun is going to be on there because, come on, pasta. Why not? I don't even know what other recipes are in there, but I know there has to be pasta. So I'm very excited to try that. I will also be introducing some of my own. So if you're brave enough and you happen to be in Vegas, reach out, let me know, and maybe I'll even be one of the taste testers and you can join us. But that's all coming later in the year. The first recipe will be this month, but me developing and having taste testers will be later on. So for now, from me and Poe, enjoy your weekend. I hope the weather is great where you are. The weather is beautiful here, so I'm very excited to be getting out and hitting the trails this weekend. And I will see you guys next weekend. Until then, stay caffeinated.